Hello, Stephen Bauman here in the Christchurch Sanctuary on the corner of Park Avenue and 60th Street, still undergoing renovation, as you can see. It's been a very long haul. Our last service in this space was Christmas 2019. Many ask how things are going, so I thought I'd show you around a bit, providing a sense of where we are in the process. The restoration of the mosaics and marble was finished months ago, including the ceiling and all of the walls. Once all the scaffolding was taken out, we were able to begin reshaping the chancel area between the pulpit and the lectern, as well as replacing and reforming a good chunk of the floor. By the way, we were able to source some of the floor marble from the very same originating quarries that were used 90 years ago. Our new sanctuary lanterns that aren't here yet, they match the original intended design that never were made. They're still being fabricated. They stand 6 feet tall. In other words, they're as tall as I am, 4 feet wide, weighing nearly 600 pounds each. Many other lighting enhancements are in process, all LED. You can see little samples of them scattered about this space in the photography. This place will be dazzling and details of the art and architecture truly made visible for the very first time. Re-electrifying this place has been one of the biggest jobs of all, begun in January 2020 and still not yet finished. It required pulling wire and conduit all over the place, throughout the space, on multiple floors. Now, as you know, while we wanted to bring our space into the 21st century, we also wanted to do this respectfully and sparingly so as not to diminish the beauty of this Ralph Adams Cram masterpiece. But now let's walk around for a bit to get a closer look. You'll see some of the floor marble that's being formed, some of the green marble in that corner there. And coming up on in the chancel area, I see our very own Dr. Pilkington.
You've forgotten my name.
Steve, what are you thinking about all of this? Tell us.
First of all, hi Christchurch family. I've lived this in a unique way in that I've been at the church virtually every day since the lockdown. Kind of making the church my own gargantuan studio.
Well, it's always been that.
Well, good point. So I've watched the demolition, I've watched the cleaning, and watched the new marble go in, and I'm so excited about just the sheer beauty of what's happening here. Even though now there's plastic and all the construction equipment here. But you'll notice that up here is where some of our thousands of organ pipes are housed. And you may remember some old white, they were like a drapery fabric that was very thin and incredibly dirty. They were actually white anymore because of all the dust. They were gray. But they are gone, and they're gone permanently. And notice they've constructed some new balustrades that match the railing balustrade in the chapel perfectly and beautifully. And so the entire organ will be, not the entire organ, but the facade of the organ will be visible. And I'm super excited to hear the sound. I have a feeling it won't be louder. Not possible, but definitely will be clearer. And maybe you can hear from Steve's voice and my voice, there's a resonance in the room, which is also very exciting in terms of the music making. And I think the last thing I'd say is just this opening up of the chancel area. I hope you can see that Whereas before it kind of felt like the building did this with the fencing, the brass railing, and our choir climbing in and out, and kids in and out, and laypersons reading in and out. And now it's just like a big, vast opening of the arms. And I'm excited to inhabit the space and make worship even more exciting than it's been in the past. And I'm impatient.
Yeah, we're all impatient. You can see some of the new added light fixtures, say in these openings in the chapel from a distance, and they are up and down as well. And even the way some of these mosaics are lit now, these are tests on these fabulous LED throws that are now way back, but they have a very effective throw. And that just gives you a little taste of how this place will be lit. And of course, it will be ready with the technology, Wi-Fi, with cameras and enhanced sound. All of that, it will be well in place as well. Very exciting thing. And I want to point out that this is our new seating, a chair. We've done away with the pews. And what the beauty is of having chairs is that we'll be able to reassemble this space in any variety of configurations, or they could be lined up just like pews. But it gives us great flexibility. And another thing I want to tell you about them is you are invited to purchase them. For a cool $500, you can have your very own chair as a memorial, as your opportunity to participate in this restoration of Christ Church 2.0. Very exciting opportunity. You'll be hearing more about this opportunity, but start thinking, how many chairs am I going to want? And what's the nature of the dedication for that chair? Hang on to those thoughts. So now, when will all this be finished? Well, due to COVID and material delays, probably not until the latter part of May. Just 2.5 more months, fingers crossed. We are so very fortunate to have this amazing space coming online just as our season of pandemic will be drawing to a close. By the way, in case you missed it, in our Season of Giving campaign last December, we actually made our goal of an additional $200,000 to be given away the first part of this year to needful recipients due to COVID. Good for you. Congratulations. But if you haven't yet made your pledge of support for the current year, I invite you to go right now to christchurchnyc.online/donate. We need you more than ever to help launch the post-pandemic church. Let's make that happen in a big way. I remain so grateful for our community, for you, and so glad we get to share this part of life's journey together. I thank God for that daily. Stay tuned.